This is another one of your must-know topics for A-level biology. This is your guide to ATP. So ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate, and it's often referred to as the energy currency of the cell. This is because it acts as the energy source for almost every biological process, from muscle contractions to active transport. So we'll start off by looking at what ATP is actually made of. So we have our diagram here, and this purple bit in the top left, that is a molecule of adenine, which is a nitrogenous base. It also contains ribose, which is a pentose sugar, and then it contains 3 phosphate groups, which is why it's called triphosphate. Now, it's these phosphate groups that are key because it's the bonds between them which is what stores the energy. So when the cell needs energy, it will break off this last or this terminal phosphate group on the end here in a hydrolysis reaction, which is breaking with the addition of water. So in case you're not familiar, hydrolysis is hydrolysis, where hydro means water and lysis is to break. When we break off that terminal phosphate group, we turn ATP into ADP, which stands for adenosine diphosphate, and di means 2. So it has the same structure as ATP, but instead of having 3 phosphate groups, it only has 2 phosphate groups. So when we perform hydrolysis on ATP, we're left with ADP as well as 1 inorganic phosphate. And it's also going to release a small amount of energy, about 30.5 kilojoules per mole every time. The cells are going to use that energy in things like active transport, muscle contractions, and metabolic reactions. So in short, ATP is like the energy currency of the cell. It's stored inside the cell and it can constantly be remade from the mitochondria during respiration. When we put it through a hydrolysis reaction, we turn ATP into ADP, plus an inorganic phosphate, and a little bit of energy is released as well.